I want black people to do well. Oops. Did I say that loud? Did I say that out loud? Yes, I want black people to succeed and I want them to do well. But I'm not an ultra left-wing nut job. So you're like, okay, half of where is half of going with this? Now, Vincent Company is actually half black, half white. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that likes to put this properly. Of course, the world sees him as black, but he has a white mother and a black father, who was also the first black mayor in Belgium. So shout out to that. Um, so in this world where I feel there should be more black coaches, more black managers, and I remember watching a program in England one time when some guy said that, black people, oh, they can play. Of course they can play. They're fast, they're strong. But when it comes to management, black people, they don't have the kind of mental ability or fortitude to really understand the nuances of the game in a mental, psychological manner to become managers. So, that's why I've always been on the front. No, yeah, let's make black people as managers because I don't care what anyone says. Stephen Keshi is one of the best managers of all time. Okay, Stephen Keshi is one of the best managers of all time. I mean, also what Rijkaard did with that Barca team and what Rijkaard did with that Holland team was freaking amazing. And Chelsea were balling under your boy Ruud Gullit, and that was why I spotted Chelsea was what Gullit was doing with that Chelsea team as a player manager. So, but to put that to one side, as much as I'm like, hey, company, this is good, a non-white manager. We have to have more non-white managers out there because I just think it's because it dispels the myth of like, oh, this is only for white people. The management side, put that to one side. So I've said that. Now let's keep it a stack. I think this is wrong, and I'll tell you why this is wrong from Bayern's point of view, because this goes to this whole data idea. Before we even get to the whole data idea, the optics. This is one of the biggest clubs in the world. So when you look at the biggest clubs in the world, of course, it's Real Madrid. You talk Barcelona. You talk, even if they're struggling, Man United. You talk Juventus. You talk AC Milan. Bayern are in there. Bayern have been at the forefront of one of the biggest clubs in the world. This is the same club that Beckenbauer played for, Gerd Müller played for, Robben, Ribery, some of the biggest, a guy who I consider one of the best defenders and the best right back of all time, Lam. Arguably one of the greatest keepers of all time, Neuer. So this club ain't no joke. The optics of hiring a manager who got his team relegated, whatever the case may be, whatever the case may be of like, well, he was struggling with this, no. The optics of you hired a manager who got his team relegated, it's bad. It's bad. That's point one. Point two. I was watching ESPN FC, and I think Gab Marcotti was just commenting on this, and he said that, and this is the one that I have the most grievance with. So Marcotti said that like he has actually spent time with Kompany, and Kompany is an amazing person to be with. He says all the right stuff, and he says that he obviously blew away the Bayern board with the interview. So he said all the right stuff, and they really liked his energy and his ideas. That's BS. I get it. I remember, I can't remember what job it was. Okay, selling kills. When I went for that job in interview, I did really well, and I think even if I didn't have the credentials to get the job, because the interview was so well, and the boss and one of the workers there really liked me, I ended up getting the job because I just liked just how good I was in the interview. But this is football. And football is not an office job. It's not a desk job. So for that, my 9 to 5 job, that interview skills is key because the kind of job I was doing, it was about customer service and about relating well to customers. So I think they liked my personality and they thought my person would do well in the customer service. So yes, personality is an aspect, but the most important thing is, can you manage a club of this stature? And history has proven us that making that step up has been difficult. For me, I just do not believe Kompany is ready for this step up. I think he's a good coach, he's a good manager, that still needs a few years in the game. I think in the Premier League, that was a humbling experience. Whatever the case may be, where like it was a tight budget, he didn't have enough funds, because I felt that the biggest mistake he made in the Premier League was he was too arrogant. That may work in the Championship, but surely must know that the Championship and Premier League is a gargantuan step up in quality and ability. It is huge. It's a massive step up. So I felt that this was, after what happened this past season, maybe do another year with Burnley, or take another job that's like a mid-level team. A mid-level team and grow. I just feel that based off the season, or the horror season for Tuchel, where Bayern finished third, something they've not done in like over freaking 10 years, they needed someone. And Bayern, you could have just waited a bit. Waited a bit and get Pochettino. Between Pochettino and Kompany, and I'm no fan of Pochettino. I'm no fan of him. I just don't. I don't think he's that good of a manager. For Bayern, between Pochettino and Kompany, Pochettino is the better hire. He is, way more experience, way more years in the game. I feel like he would be probably a better fit. And oh my god, I don't know if I'll see this. Shh, shh. He's worked with Kane before, so he has history working with the guy you paid 100 mil for. Shh, don't tell anybody. So you could have done that, because even when they were so sad, I was like, like I so dismissed the story because I thought, okay, this is obviously a lie, it's not real. But as it was going close and close, I was like, wait a minute, wait. You're going to hire just even the concept, you're going to hire the Burnley manager? Even if they didn't get relegated. Okay, well, even if they didn't get relegated, let's say they finished 6th. The manager of Burnley? So, because, you see, I'm not a fan of this whole data stuff, modern manager, modern ideas. Do you know why I'm not? And I think I'll end it with this. The modern manager, young manager, the game is evolving, this is how things should go. It's funny how history repeats itself. That's what they said about Jupp Heynckes. So remember, because I remember, Pep was hired before the end of the 12-13 season, because they saw what happened in the 11-12 season, and they thought, you know what, Jupp Heynckes is the past, Pep Guardiola is the future. He's the future of football. And we have to get in with the future. So before the season even ended, your Heynckes, okay, you're old, you're a freaking dinosaur, you're a fossil fuel. Pep is going to show you levels. Your Heynckes, okay, cool, fine, I'm old, I'm a loser, football is evolving, I'm in the past. Okay. Before I go though, I'll just like drop like a 3-piece, like just a little small trouble, and I'll be out. What did we just see like yesterday or so forth? Gasperini, 66 years of age. Xabi Alonso, the new manager, sexy modern manager, new way of playing, all this stuff. Gasperini, you old fogey, piss bag merchants, piss bag merchants. The most dominant display I've ever seen in a final from minute 1 to minute 994. So, what are we saying here? So, my thing is, this whole modern manager, young manager thing, do you know, this is how I feel. And people may agree or they disagree. Football is not an exact science. And there are still ways. Look at Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti is still using old school techniques with a bit of tweaking. You can never break down football into an exact science with the data and numbers and metrics. The reason why it's the beautiful game is because it's imperfect. You can't understand it. If you could understand it as it was mathematics, it wouldn't be the beautiful game anymore. It would be some robotic, mundane nonsense. So my thing is, you just have to have an ear and an eye of football, which is difficult. So in short, I hope Kompany succeed. Okay, I want him to succeed. I want him to succeed. I just don't think he will. I just think that this is too big of a step up for him. But we wait and we see. But you could have just waited. Like that vid, hit subscribe, head over there to the official website, and check out those other vids.